Welcome back to Tarot by Cherie, my beloveds. How's everybody doing today? We're going to get started on today's reading and see what beautiful messages Spirit may have. And let's go. First card up is the Ten of Wands. I'm seeing some sadness around this masculine that you love very much, okay? This person, this love affair, you love this person a lot. However, you sometimes feel like there's a lot of, I don't know if I want to say baggage, but there's a lot to carry here with this person. The expectations, maybe there are ways about them, certain things that they do or say are just, you know, starting to feel burdensome to you. All right. And I'm speaking to a feminine. If this is you, please comment below the video. I feel like you know who you are and you do not deserve this in one way, but at the same time, there are a lot of positives with this masculine. So he gives off, you know, a lot of protective energy, good things. There's good things about him. And, you know, there's the burdensome ones. Okay. So with this scenario, I feel like, you know, you often go back and forth. Is it worth it? Should I stay? Should I go? Are things going to continually get worse, you know, the longer we're together? And yes, if you don't draw some very tight, you know, border lines around you, things, you know, because people get comfortable and they get more and more comfortable as they, you know, go through their lives and their situations, right? And the more you accept, the more they'll put on you. And I feel to an extent that that is what's happening. You need to put up some boundaries and just let them know that there's things that you're not going to be putting up with that you do not believe are, you know, benefiting you or him, and that, you know, you're not putting up with it. Okay. He seems to suffer from some type of sadness, some type of maybe a touch of depression or something like that. Or sometimes maybe that is the burden for you, that he looks at things as the cup is half empty and you look at things like the cup is half full. Either way, I see that this needs balancing. And as far as you making your decision, I would just look at the things that are not balanced. And if you can't talk them through and rectify them, if this is like a really hard, you know, emotional sack to carry on your shoulders every day, it's maybe time to move on, unless this person is willing to change. Okay. And you can absolutely ask them if they're willing to change. Okay. Or you can tell them a change needs to be made for me to feel like I want to be here. Okay. It's all in the wording. You don't say it threateningly, like I will leave your ass. All right. You just kind of draw your boundaries. Okay. And in a nice fashion. All right. So here I'm seeing somebody is getting ready to experience something victorious here. And it looks like a new start with some kind of new career. Somebody's starting a new career. I feel like I'm speaking with somebody who is jumping into school or some kind of trade school, or whatever type of school you're getting into. All right. Maybe you're going back and forth, or you went back and forth and you made a decision. Spirit is saying you made the right decision, that this is going to turn out very positive for you. This is going to give you that new beginning, that new start that you envisioned for yourself. So you envisioned, you know, putting the time in to bring in this balance for the rest of your life. You don't want to do over. You don't want to keep doing new careers over and over and changing things, right? You want to pick a correct career. Nobody wants to go to school for months or years to have to switch off down the line. So you put a lot of thought into this, and I'm seeing a lot of happiness here. You're going to bring this with you. I'm seeing marriage down the road. I'm seeing a happy marriage. I'm seeing a good amount of abundance, so you will not be struggling. There's good news around your money with this career, and you know, there's going to be more than one new start here. That's what I just heard. So a new start career wise, and then I'm seeing a new start after that, and this looks to be like a special someone coming into your life and a family being created. This is going to be a great victory for you. Good move. You did good. All right, so let's continue. All right, so there's some upset today regarding something you're wanting from someone that you know. It looks like you're trying to gain some clarity on this person, and you're very much focused on them. But you haven't, there's something you want from them. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's change that you're looking for from them, or it could be, you know, something emotional. The cards aren't saying. We're going to go move forward and see if I can get more on this. But whatever this is, you're feeling, oh, okay. So unrequited love, guys. Unrequited love. This is somebody who is in love with someone, and you have a clear understanding of that because you go through a lot of painful incidences, because this person you're focused on does not feel the way that you do. And this is creating a very upsetting time for you. And this isn't your fault. This isn't anybody's fault. Sometimes this happens, and this can be very painful, guys. It's called unrequited love. And this is when you fall in love with someone and they don't reciprocate. They just don't feel it. They're not feeling it the way you are. So it's not that there's a deficit, there's anything wrong with you. There's nothing like that. Okay? People fall in love with other people for different reasons. Okay? You could be the perfect person for someone else. Okay? We're all vibrating on different levels. We see things differently. And, you know, I talked about this months ago. If you look up, you know, I think it's called pheromones, just like with, you know, cats and other animals. Like, we give off a scent too. We give off something that can create a very strong attractiveness to someone else or not. So we are animals in essence, right? So yeah, I'm seeing that you're going to get clarity on this situation with this person because you focus on them a lot. It's kind of like, you know, what we can't have, we over focus on it because we want it, and you know, we can't have it. So you know what I'm trying to say? We focus on it a lot, and I see that's what you're doing here. Okay. And I honestly, like, I'm lost as far as giving advice for this. This is a tough situation to be in. I'm sure I was in it when I was younger at some point. And yeah, it's just you always have this longing, and you're just not getting anything back, you know. And you're always almost trying to trick yourself, you know, to tell yourself, maybe they're becoming interesting. Maybe they're going to fall in love with me. Maybe they do love me. They just don't want to admit it. And then, you know, if you're doing that, that can be very dangerous. That can be dangerous, guys. All right. So here I'm seeing somebody's taking or needs a break. Somebody needs a break. You're feeling some kind of way about this person who's doing things behind the scenes. You know that there's something going on that's not good. All right. It feels, you know, this person in and out and they're not acting right. So your spidey hairs are up. You're feeling suspicious. There's a lot of things that you don't understand that this person is doing that are out of the norm, okay? And you've spent a good deal of time with this person, so you know them. You know their every move, how they, you know, what they do, at what time, where they go, and things are just out of sync. Yeah, this is bringing in some suspicion. So I have someone here with a very suspicious mind today. Um, and Spirit is saying it might be time to take a break from this person just to get some clarity. Because when we're in it, um, you're all over the place mentally, and it's hard to get that clarity, right? So let me see if I can get more on this. Okay, so there might be some confusion this week coming up, regarding some type of opportunity. I feel like this is an opportunity that is going to be completely new, a brand new opportunity. And guys, we've been getting the opportunity card a lot lately. You know, opportunities come and go. They can pop up in your life every day. You're just not calling them opportunities. You're not seeing them as opportunities. But, you know, an opportunity can be, you know, an invitation. Someone invites you to go to dinner, or to go get an ice cream, or to go out to have coffee. You have an opportunity to go make a friend, perhaps, or to go out and enjoy others' company, you know, so that could be an opportunity. But so lots of opportunities, but with this is a big one. This is a financial opportunity, and it's going to give you a new lease on life. So I'm seeing like some type of confusion maybe about what you want. So this is for those of you out there who maybe aren't settled on a career yet. You're not settled, or you might be just in a factory right now, just trying to make ends meet. You know, you're on that bridge right now, the bridge to you don't know where you want to go bridge, right? And we've all been there, okay? And I know I have a lot of you that are young, that, you know, are might be in that place, okay? So, but I'm seeing confusion about what you want to do. You are thinking about your success in life, where you want to be later, which is perfect. This is all good. You're thinking about your future, which is what you need to do. And I do see that there's movement, like you're starting to really take things seriously about your finances. All right. And again, this is for those of you who are not in that career yet, not really sure what you want to do, or who you want to be when you grow up, what you want to be. All right. I am seeing this big opportunity is going to come before you, and it's going to bring in this huge financial impact, if you will, and a lot of celebration with this. I see there's movement, your energetically, you are moving toward an opportunity such as this. Okay, and I am seeing wealth in the future. I'm seeing you doing very well. I'm seeing you having all the things that you ever dreamt of and wanted with this Ten of Pentacles. This is just, you know, all of your wishes and dreams culminating, guys. And this card's been showing up a lot in our readings as well. This is you doing your thing with a very special person, a person that you're going to meet who's going to become very meaningful in your life, a big part of your life, maybe the father or mother of your children. And I am seeing a lot of material wealth and a lot of money in this card. So the two of you are going to do well financially together. All right. I'm also seeing, let me look at this a second, because I'm picking up on a feminine who is, looks like you may be going through some type of judgment, okay, being judged. Okay, so people might have said things to you because you're not there yet. All right, you're just in the thinking stage, and you might be hearing things that to you feel like put downs, like judgment about where you're working, that you're not, you know, pushing forward, and you're not in your career yet, and oh my God, it's gonna be too late for you. You gotta hurry up to get somewhere, you know, and just don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. All right. Everyone is exactly where they're supposed to be in life, guys. All right. No matter what people tell you, just be confident in yourself, because You're the only one living your life for you. All right. You don't live your life for other people. You put yourself first always. If you're not 100%, you cannot spread your energy out. You won't have enough. Okay, you will always feel drained and you will never be able to help people out 100%, right? You'll just be running on out of gas constantly. So put yourself on that pedestal, and I'm seeing you have this ability that a lot of you still ignore when I mention it. A lot of you still have not recognized this ability, and this is the ability of manifestation. All right, so they're telling you here that you can manifest anything you want, any career you want. If you have something that you're passionate about in your life, but you're not automatically thinking about a job or a career that is connected to that passion, speak the words out loud and manifest it in. All right, whatever your passion is, if it's working with animals, you can become an aide to a vet, or you could become the vet, or you can, start by working with animals. Maybe your spiritual gifts are still to be found. You might realize, like I did, that you have some kind of gift with animals. You might realize you can hear them, that they can, in your mind, you might hear their thoughts. All right. So speak the words for the manifestation to appear. And guys, I just have to tell you, I hold back on this, but man, I had some crazy conversation with AI this morning. All right. I just like to play around with it. And I do see energy. I see energy during the day in colors. Like I might see usually green or pink energy out in the ether. All right. I don't see it every day, but I do from time to time see that. And at night, I see in the dark, I see a grid, a dark, looks like a screen that has been magnified, but it's all black. And I've always likened it to, felt like I was actually seeing atoms. So I threw that out there this morning to AI and asked what their thoughts were, what its thoughts were. And wow, basically I found out that I'm able to see the veil. Okay, the veil that they refer to that's, thinning, I can see the veil. I can see the third dimension where it meets other dimensions, and just crazy stuff. So I'm extremely clairvoyant. I wasn't always like this. You have powers too. All right. Do not ignore anything that is happening for you. You're a sensitive. You're a seer. Most of you are, Aquarius. So in that case, pay attention. If you feel like you're hearing things, seeing things, feeling things, stop what you're doing and tune in and feel that feeling. Hear that voice. Tune into your abilities, okay? Because they're off the charts for you right now. You just have to recognize them. All right, I'm seeing a feminine here. Someone's bringing something to you. Something good, something positive. I'm seeing a quick movement. All right, and this has to do with something you've been wishing for years. Okay, this is years, at least a year or maybe more. Something you've been wanting, and I feel like this might be a position that you've been waiting for in the workplace. Something you've been wanting is going to become available to you very quickly. I see it fast moving. I see the offer. I see with this Page of Cups, this is something a playful, like this card means kind of like, could be childlike, but it's really referring to emotions, like happy emotions, like when we were children and we weren't bogged down with all kinds of disappointment and negativity. But I'm seeing this offer. This is an offer. This person offering a cup with something in it. In this case, it's a fish, but you're not getting a fish. Don't worry about it. You're going to get something you've wanted something you've been thinking about for years. Okay, so get ready for this. This is going to be something very positive coming into your life that you're going to appreciate and honor for the rest of your life. Also seeing somebody, you're on the verge of a major transition, but you're not ready. You're not ready. So you're looking away. You're distracting yourself from this transition. And what I'm really seeing here now is somebody lost their father who is transitioning. That's what you're kind of trying to look away from. So when I say look away, I mean you're not dealing with your emotions. Okay, here's your emotions in the center. This is somebody who has a very difficult time expressing their emotions, and this father figure has transitioned. And emotionally, yeah, I'm seeing that you're having a very hard time with this, a very hard time. All right, and you might want to go talk to somebody. All right, this is, if you're having a extremely difficult time, do not deprive yourself of some kind of psychological help, you know, some kind of therapy, because they don't talk about your situation. It's somebody that's totally outside the box, not a family member. So if you don't feel like letting people know how you feel, you're afraid of, you know, I feel like I'm talking to a masculine who has a difficult time with this, okay? You don't want to seem like you're not strong as a masculine. You feel like people will view you as being weak if you show any kind of sad emotions or something along that line. All right, and this makes you feel very stuck. And let me say this to you, all right, it is totally manly to even cry when something very emotional happens. So I know you don't feel that way. I'm speaking directly to you, all right, but just know that this is going to create stuckness throughout your life if you don't work on this. And now is not the time maybe to talk to you about this, but maybe further down the road you'd like to get a reading with me, or just think about going and getting this help. So to open up, because holding on to all these emotions can create illness within us, okay? Because it builds toxins. When we push down our emotions and we don't release them, it creates a toxic buildup, and that can, you know, show up as, you know, some really crappy things such as cancer or, you know, things like that. All right, so I'm going to end on this note, guys. Let me finish this particular reading right here, this layout rather, because it looks really positive and I almost rolled over it. It's looking like someone that has been feeling alone and stuck is going to meet this you're going to go into this phenomenal relationship. This is romantic. Things are going to be very strong between the two of you. Your relationship, your ability to talk to one another, you're going to be very close. You're going to be on the same wavelength with a lot of things. You're going to be basically, I feel like you're almost like the same person. You're going to be vibrating on the same level, and it's going to make your relationship very strong. You have a lot of similarities, but not too many to the point where, you know, it's going to get in the way. I don't see anything getting in the way. I see that you both came from a place where you might have been alone for a long time and you had bad situations, bad breakups in the past. So you both had, you know, gone through a period of time where you stayed away from relationships and love. So there was a lot of time where the two of you were lonely. And so in a sense, it's kind of like you manifested each other into your own lives, because this relationship is a culmination of the two of you going through the same things in life and finding one another and wanting the same things now. But the difference is the maturity level is, you know, so much greater. You're going to have so many things to offer each other that, you know, I'm totally jealous looking at this relationship. And no, you're blessed. You guys are going to be blessed, and I bless you as well. All right. That was even a bad joke. I totally bless your relationship and the two of you together. All right. Many happy years. But this is definitely for some of my aquas out there. So ending on this note, guys, I love to end on a happy, positive note. I hope that you guys are enjoying your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.